Hey friends, welcome back to the Ragged Reno. Now, as you know, in the last episode, we finally received our incredible river table from the Catapult team. And I gotta tell you, Jessica and I and the kids absolutely love it. One of the interesting facts about that table is it's incredibly heavy. Materials in this, just raw wood and gel epoxy, that stuff weighs a lot. So much so that we had to bring a number of the guys from Catapult to come help us get it into the house, which was quite a sight to see if you saw the last episode. Now, because I knew we were getting so much muscle that day, we also arranged to receive our concrete countertops from DAS, which is really important because the concrete countertops were even heavier than the river table. So I knew that we're gonna have a bunch of muscle, so we discussed it with Catapult and they were super happy and stoked to help us with the DAS team to be able to get the countertops into the house, which we were able to do in a number of different pieces. Now let me tell you a little bit about DAS. So DAS Concrete Countertops is a startup. They just started less than a year ago in Dieppe, New Brunswick, and they are committed to building countertops that are made of sustainable and local products. And they want to do it in a way that is affordable as well, in a way that families like ours can afford to get these beautiful, beautiful products into our homes, and doing it in a way that our carbon imprint is at an absolute minimal. I learned about the DAS team because I'm part of the startup community in New Brunswick, and I'm always keeping my ears to the ground about who's doing what. And I learned about this company. It's really committed to a sustainable approach to countertops. I had a chat with them on the phone, and as it turned out, they were really interested in what Hemmings House was doing as well, because we're a B corporation, and they were wondering about that. So immediately we had a bond right from the get-go. Now, I was really curious about their product. At the time, when I first was chatting with them, I never thought in a million years that we'd be able to afford beautiful concrete countertops. But they did invite me to come see an installation happen in St. John.
We're at Tuck Studio in St. John, and we have just installed one of our very first concrete countertops for Judith Mackin. Judith Mackin is an interior designer here in St. John, who we have heard wonderful, wonderful things about from many, many people. And she called us up and without hesitation said, would you like to do our countertop in our reception?
So this is actually a 3-year wait on this countertop. When we first opened and expanded Tuck here 3 years ago, that was all part of the original plan. But as things go, you run out of money at the end of your budget, and we just put on this really kind of temporary, cheap look-alike concrete countertop. And I've hated it every single day since. So this is like finally when DAS got in touch with us, we were just like, this is our moment.
So they invited me along. Of course, I brought my camera because I wanted to see what was happening. And I gotta say, what I saw was incredible. The team from DAS was able to take the countertops out of the truck and within minutes have it installed in Judith's shop.
So Judith, what did we just witness here behind us right now?
Strong men lifting a big, heavy concrete countertop. It's incredible.
Not only did it look awesome, it felt incredible. When I put my hand across it, I was like, oh, I'd love to have one of these. Emma, all I want to do is this. It feels so smooth. It was incredible.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
And here's the finished result, a beautiful concrete countertop from DAS Concrete.
I'm so honored that she was putting her trust in us as a new business. And it's hard to describe what an opportunity this is for us. It's a reception desk sitting in a public space in the home decor shop of one of St. John's best interior designers. We couldn't really get a better testimonial than that.
And I was just amazed at every step of the way. They just were details, follow-up, photos, timelines. And what's the end result? It's even better than what I anticipated.
What I learned about concrete countertops is you could approach it 2 different ways. One is you can have a sealer on top, which typically with DAS they use a beeswax, or you can let it just go, let it patina. And patina concrete is when all the little nicks and scratches, they add up over a number of years, giving it a really interesting, slightly unfinished look, which actually is a style that many people are looking for in their kitchens, and in Judith's case, over at her shop at Tuck. I was wondering, would this look good at our house? Maybe it would, having a patinaed concrete countertop. And because I love the story of DAS and what they believe in, what they stand for, and the fact that they want to become a B Corp, which I'm a big evangelist of, I was like, wow, it'd be so cool to be able to work with them and see if we could actually get some of their countertops into our new house. So I asked them straight up, I was like, do you guys mind coming to Ragged Point to take a look at our house that's totally in construction right now to see what type of vision they could have for our kitchen if we were able to go with concrete countertops.
So I know you're from Moncton, and it's a far, far drive home, but can you come to my house right now? It's we're almost at the point to get our kitchen together.
And they immediately said yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, did you say that?
I did.
So before they headed back to Dieppe, they stopped over at Ragged Point. And it was really neat because my home builders at Perry Homes were there, of course, like deep into getting the last, 15% of the house completed. And they had a chance to connect with the builders. And I felt that was really neat because I get to see a number of teams collaborating together to create the home that my family and I are looking for. And the other really cool part about having the DAS team come and talk to the builder was it really impacted what type of cabinetry we're gonna get. So I left it in the hands of my builder Josh and Emma and Yannick from DAS Concrete Countertops to figure out all those details. And when they left, I left with the feeling of, I need one of these. Not only do I need one of these, I wanna have a whole bunch of their concrete countertops in my kitchen. So later on that night, Jessica and I had a good discussion about it. So stay tuned into the next episode to see if we go forward with these incredible, beautiful featured countertops.